I spent the last few days getting to know Cosmos, House of Beau's newest perfume release, and I'm ready to share my detailed thoughts. As a reminder, I'll share the notes here up on the screen, but to put it simply, I would describe this as a warm, smoked, leathery oud fragrance. So the opening to Cosmos is very smoky, like a warm, dry, smoldering incense type of smokiness. If you look into the actual ingredients of this fragrance, there is cade oil and cypriol listed, which give me sort of a sharp, smoky quality, which to be honest, I don't enjoy. But very quickly, like within 1 to 2 minutes, the smokiness kind of smooths out and you're left with like a leathery oud, which is what remains for the rest of the wear. So obviously there is agar wood listed in the base of the notes, which is oud wood. It feels very animalic, but think more like feral and not so much fecal. Overall, it gives me the impression of black leather specifically, and that might be the charcoal note coming in and giving it that rough and tumble kind of grungy effect, but I definitely get a black leather, not a tanned, smoothed luxury leather. And this does feel a little bit grungy, like I mentioned, which is a departure from House of Beau's typically like quiet luxury elegant style. In the mids, I definitely pick up on some of the other elements to this perfume, but to be honest, I have to go searching for them. That oudy black leather stays at the forefront throughout the whole wear. However, in the background, I do get a little bit of a warmth, maybe from the praline. I do get like a little bit of a buttery creamy element, probably from the orris concrete. And I do get a metallic facet for this, but this is unlike any other metallic perfume I've ever smelled. Usually metallic notes come off as industrial and cold to me, clinical even. However, it's completely the opposite here. This feels more like warm molten metal that has just cooled to its solid form, or like the cooled crust on top of slow-moving lava. Cosmos is a powerful fragrance, and although it opens quite smoky and remains very deep and dark throughout the wear, I still never felt bogged down or overwhelmed by Cosmos, which I appreciate and I think speaks to the quality of the ingredients that House of Beau uses. Ultimately, when I was wearing Cosmos, I felt like I was plunged into a deep dark abyss with no way out. Which makes sense, it's called Cosmos. But it did sort of leave me searching for the light. I didn't get any of those sweet elements, those boozy elements that I was looking for. I do feel like Cosmos is squarely masculine, not so much unisex, which I was expecting. But for those reasons, I did play around with some layering combinations to help kind of sweeten and soften this while still utilizing that dark and mysterious edge that Cosmos gives you. The boozy brown sugar in Vanilla 28 works perfectly to add some cozy warmth to Cosmos. The praline in Soie Malacay brings out the praline in Cosmos, and it adds an elegant floral touch to help balance out the grunge. And the syrupy red fruits in Rouge Trafalgar Extrait adds kind of a playful mischievousness to Cosmos' more contemplative, smoldering nature. It'll be perfect for spooky season and the coming cold weather months, so I'll definitely be using it as a bold accent to some of my other fragrances.